Hi everyone, Cinder89. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Let's go grab Joshua and get the show on the road. So he's somewhere here. Probably inside. Knowing Joshua and kind of how the game has done this, I bet he's somewhere up top. Ha! Strange. I could have sworn, but it couldn't be. Joshua! Hey, you two. You need to stop making us worry about you. I almost had a heart attack when I heard you chasing after some guy with silver hair. How did you know? Polly told us. I guess she saw you. She's a pretty sharp-eyed kid. She is. I did follow a man matching that description out this way, but I guess I lost him. Oh my. He must have been pretty talented if he managed to give you the slip. Any idea who he was? I'm afraid not. I don't think it was our arsonist, though. I tailed him as long as I could. I see. By the way, why'd you run off by yourself? My thoughts exactly. You could have at least left us a message. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. Who said I was worried? I was just pointing out the importance of teamwork. You're a terrible liar. Yeah, you are, Estelle. We've learned that. Not 5 minutes ago, you were in a total panic. I was not. And hey, you were pretty concerned yourself. Thank you. Both of you. Uh-oh. Your attention, please. All play personnel, please report to the auditorium right away. Once again, all play personnel, please report to the auditorium right away. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's almost time, isn't it? Yes, we should get into costume. The play will start soon. Alright then, let's do this! Oh, what about that guy with the silver hair? I suppose that all we could do is let Karna know and warn her to keep an eye out. The three then spoke to Karna about the silver-haired man and left for the auditorium immediately afterward. 30 minutes later. Here we go. Of course, my girl Mayor Maybell gets a front seat. Wow, look at all the people. Okay, now I'm getting kind of nervous. Don't get nervous. Don't look at the crowd. You just take a deep breath and focus on your part. Syndro, what would you know about that? Well, I've never acted in a play really. BTS time behind the scenes. I used to play violin in high school, and we would put on a big play once every 3 years, my high school. And it'd be a big thing, a lot of people would come, and so you just don't focus on the audience, you focus on your part, and you just do that. You'll be fine, Estelle. This is what all the rehearsals were for. Exactly, that too. Besides, once we start up, you'll forget they're even there. That's also true, because you're so focused. You're the type who can only focus on one thing at a time anyway. Take it as a compliment. Just one thing at a time, huh? Well, I guess I'll just focus on the boy in the dress then. That'll be easy. Yeah, ow. You're just gonna have to, you know, soak that blow, Joshua. Critical hit. Okay, you two can have your little spat another time. This year's campus festival is already a big success. Though we have many esteemed individuals here, such as the Duke and the Mayor, we can't afford to be intimidated. So just remember our #1 rule and you'll do fine. If you're gonna puke, do it off stage. That is the number one rule, everybody, according to Jill. Don't puke on stage. Great. We've done a good job of keeping the festival lively so far. Now, let's close it out with a real bang. Are they going to do the whole play? This would be super interesting. And if so, I have a lot of VA to do. Voice acting. Without further ado, the Student Council proudly presents Madrigal of the White Magnolia. Enjoy the show. In the year 1100 of the Septon calendar, 100 years ago, Libra was still a land of nobles and aristocrats. But commoners too held some power, and they were prodigious traders that grew more influential with each passing year. During this period, there was much friction between the classes, and the nobles and commoners clashed often. As time went on, these clashes intensified. The intercession of the royal family and the church failed to end their squabbling. The stage was set for a final conflict. A year had passed since illness stole the king from his people. Our tale begins on an early spring evening in the rooftop garden of the Grensill Castle. The street lights shine on everyone, each bright with their own happiness. And in spite of that, here you are, Princess. Please, don't you think you should be going to bed soon, Your Royal Highness? Staying up late can surely do you no good. It's all right, if I should fall ill. If that happened, then perhaps I could avoid becoming the last ember in this dying flame we call Liberal. Please do not speak of such things. Your Highness, you are the most exalted individual in Liberal. If you were to take a husband, you could take control of the kingdom. I will not marry. Despite my father's wishes, I shall not consent to it. But why, Your Highness? You have 2 fine men as suitors, after all. One is Sir Julius of the Chivalric Order, and the Imperial Guards, and the eldest son of a duke. And Sir Oscar, commoner though he may be, he has been recognized often in his battles against the Empire. Both are such fine men. No one knows better than I the quality of their characters. Oh, Oscar, Julius, how am I to choose between you? Oh my, isn't that Joshua playing the role of the princess? I suppose that Jill has put a great deal of thought into this reverse casting business. Indeed, ma'am. He plays his role well, but the 2 maids leave much to be desired. Of course, the maid critiques the maids. When you're in the role and you see roles being played out, you tend to critique them because you know how it really is. Do you remember, Oscar? How we spent our boyhood days in this alley, running about and pretending our sticks were swords? I could never forget, Julius. In those days it was so simple, with you and Cecilia alike. I treasure that time greatly. I recall how stunned I was. I would always conspire to play with her in secret, only to discover another had been doing the same. She was as lovely as the sight of the falling petals in spring. Indeed, fair Cecilia was like unto our very own sun. But her light would dim with each day that passed. The nobles and the commoners. The fury of that conflict could never have been avoided. The princess's grief is easily understandable. Cruel fate mocks us so, for it is our very existence that has brought her such sorrow. wow. They're so cool. I hate to say it, but the guy kinda looks cuter than the girls. Hush now and watch the show. Know this, Julius. The commoners' impudence can be tolerated no longer. If they should forget their place and no longer view us as their superiors, Liberal's power structure would surely fall into ruin. If I may, Father, it has been roughly 10 years since the Eastern Republic was founded. Perhaps the eventual seizing of power by the common people is inevitable in any state. Speak not of such repulsive events! What is freedom? What is equality? What is anything if commoners and nobles alike should cast all tradition aside? Better we should fall to our knees before the Empire's military and concede to their will. Father! Now that's a damn fine duke up there. You let the commoners get all high and mighty and your whole society collapses. Your Excellency, perhaps it would be best to keep our voices down. Oscar, I'm expecting great things from you. If you can get the royal family on our side, we will have a great advantage over the nobles. And that advantage would allow us to seize power. But Chairman, I cannot consent to this. I could never use Cecilia for potential gain. Always putting others before yourself, I see. Even though now you have the chance to become king, albeit only on paper. If you would refuse, it would lead only to a bloody uprising and subsequent revolution. The royal family, and surely the nobles as well, would disappear to the shadows of history. Chairman! Impressive. They've really done their research. I had severe doubts about this ever since I first heard about the reverse role gimmick. The great students have all put a great deal of work into this, it seems. The young bracers have had no small hand in this either. I do not wish bloodshed on anyone, revolution or not. I cannot simply allow Julius and Cecilia to die. As for myself, I know not what I should do. It's no good. I'm gonna be sick. Are you alright? You must have had quite a bit more than you can handle. It may be spring, but you'll surely catch your death if you sleep out here. Thank you, good Sir Knight. It has nothing to do with being a knight, but rather simple concern. I would have to be quite the young fool not to see what I must do. You got that right. What? My arm! Just a touch of anesthetic on the blade. Now if you'll be so kind as to sit still. Curse you, assassin! Who sent you? Just a noble who wants you out of the picture. He wanted it badly enough to pay me up front, and pretty well at that. All you need to do is die! Ah, I get it. Not bad at all. So, up next we should have... Whoops. Almost got so wrapped up I forgot about my work. Long has it been since you've entered my sight, fair princess? Yes, Julius, it truly has. I cannot help but notice that Oscar is not with you today. Back when my father yet breathed, both of you were oft spoken of by the maids of the court. As you well know, your highness, the kingdom is in the midst of a crisis most dire. And as such, he and I may never be as close as we once were. I confess, I come to you today to ask a favor. What favor would that be? That you would allow he and I, head of the chivalric order of the High Guard and a young general, to engage in a duel of honor, and that the victor shall be granted the great honor of becoming your husband. Quite dramatic indeed. Caught up in the conflict between noble and commoner, these two close friends have finally decided on a duel. The princess now realizes their determination and keeps silent. And on the day of the duel, 2 knights step into the grand arena of the royal city. Many have come to witness it, commoner, noble, and all social castes in between. But conspicuously absent from the proceedings is the one over whom they fight, Princess Cecilia herself. My friend, I fear that this was inevitable. Perhaps fate always intended for us to meet in so base a fashion. Speak, that we may both be unburdened, if nothing else, for our beloved princess. We would cleave a path through fate with our own hands, but at this moment my words and her smile seem lost. Has fear clutched your heart, Oscar? Perhaps, but what is this passion that pierces me to the quick? As I see you with blade drawn, I fear as though I've been waiting for this moment. Before this storm by the name of revolution should claim us both, we shall let fate decide our outcome. Yes, and may the goddess above see our spirits as they truly are. Come then, let it be done! On guard! Impressive, Julius. I should say the same of you. But still, you seem to hesitate! What troubles you, Oscar? Is this the extent of your skill? Perhaps the tales of your acts of valor against the Empire were grossly overstated. Ah! Well done, Julius. Magnificent swordsmanship. Oscar, your arm. I've had worse. 'Tis but a scratch. Neither of our blades connected with flesh. Not even a glancing blow. Your wound was struck prior. As a tactic most low, Duke Radmont. Was this your intention from the start? I'll thank you to cease slandering my good name. Are you implying that I instigated this? Father, is it true? Did you... It's all right, Julius. My own experience has brought this about. Besides, I've received far worse on the battlefield. I will put everything I have behind my next strike. I intend to kill you. Oscar. Very well. I will wager it all on my next strike as well. For the fair princess and the future of the very kingdom, he who lives, when all is said and done, will inherit the responsibility for all. And he who dies will watch over it all from the realm of the spirits. Such is also the pride of a knight. I suppose it is. Ah! No! Cecilia? What? Princess! Cecilia, why? Were you not in attendance? Oh, Oscar, Julius, I did not wish to observe a duel between the two of you. I felt I had find a way to put a stop to this fight. Praise the Deus that I arrived in time. Celia, Princess, hear me, all in attendance. Dismiss me and set aside your differences, please. Are we not all of liberal? Do we not love this land? There is so little that separates us from one another. If you would but take your foe's hand, surely we could find a peaceful resolution. Your Royal Highness, you need not say more. My vision fades. But what of you two? Will you not do as I ask? Your will be done, my princess. At your side. Strange. Everything is floating. When I was young, I would sneak out of the castle, down to the alley. Oscar, Julius, you both always had smiles for me. I love your smiles. So, please, don't ever stop. Princess? No, this cannot be, Princess! I'll do anything! Please, no! Cecilia, you... Our poor princess. I just don't understand why she'd do such a thing. Our princess gave her life that we may stop this unending dispute. Compared to that sacrifice, what a trifle is the pride of a nobleman. Had we not been fighting, it would never have come to this. Only now, when it is too late, do I see our folly. Is this the fate of all men with their spirits still shackled to their flesh? Adeus, great goddess of the skies, we now know of your great resentment. There is much you do not yet understand, it seems. I granted you flesh to be your vessel, but your spirits still know more of freedom and nobility. Such contempt for it lies only within you, yourselves. So beautiful. A more beautiful voice I have never heard. It's amazing. Adeus herself has granted us with her presence. The goddess. Incredible. Hear me, young knights. I have observed your contest. You are both courageous and strong, yet something vital within you is broken. It is as you say. Our own immaturity is what invited this fate upon us. Chairman, has your hate for the nobles and the monarchy blinded you to the fact that we are all but men? I am ashamed. Duke, you know your sins better than anyone else could. And you, all the rest of you, who have simply watched these events unfold, there is something fundamental within you that is lost as well. Strike your hand upon your breast and think well upon this. It now seems that you have each remembered your hearts. As such, perhaps hope yet remains for Liberal, so long as you never forget the lessons learned this day. Oh, she has vanished. Where am I? Princess? Cecilia? Oh my, Julius, Oscar. Have you both been called up to heaven as well? It's a genuine miracle. Princess! Oh, praise the Deus! What? Why are the two of you here? And the Duke and the Chairman? So then, I'm not dead? Almighty Deus! Deus has given Liberal back its beloved. Praise her for her benevolence. Oscar, Julius, what happened? Nothing that you need concern yourself over, Cecilia. The conflict is at an end. I believe that everything will be all right. You're being naive, Oscar. We still have a duel to finish, do we not? Julius? No. You still intend to fight? On the contrary. This match is concluded. And besides, this fool managed to get hit on his sword arm. But it would not do for a duel such as this to have a clear victor. Thus it stands to reason that the man who fought with the significant handicap, he had emerged undefeated, should be regarded as the victor. Wait, Julius! Don't misunderstand me, Oscar. I have not given up on the princess. Once you're healed, our duel will continue, but with blades of wood. Just as when we were boys. I see. Very well then. I accept your challenge. Have neither of you any regard for my own wishes? You are mistaken. You, my lady, shall judge today's match, and I think it only fair for the victor to be granted a kiss. Surely everyone waits with bated breath for it. Very well. Don't they look marvelous together? Almighty Deus, look well upon this, and may this fine day extend unto eternity. Eternal peace to Liberal. Eternal glory to Liberal. Quite the grand finale. But no matter. And so the curtain fell on the Madrigal of the White Magnolia, to grand fanfare and acclaim. And with this conclusion, an announcement went out that the campus festival had reached its end. The crowd began to disperse and leave the campus, each person wearing a look of contentment. Brilliant! Just brilliant! That was one fine play, if the director's allowed to say so. At first, I thought people would make fun of us with the role switch like that. I'm so glad they took it seriously. Agreed. Costumes worked out pretty well. I wouldn't want to have to wear mine again, though. Corsets are like some form of torture. No kidding. Well, it was all for a good cause. And just wait till you see how many pictures the photography club took. The ones of you ought to be particularly popular, I'm sure. Give it a rest. The ones of Estelle and Chloe won't exactly drive people away either. Oh, I'm sure. Guys always go nuts for the junior girls. We're really gonna rake in the mirror. I mean, all proceeds will go to a good cause. Jill? Estelle? What's wrong? Huh? What? Where? What are you talking about? Nothing important, really. You've been spacing out ever since the play finished. You okay? Well, that fight scene was pretty hard work. It's no surprise that you're tired. You two did excellent on the fight scene. That was awesome. Do you feel sick? We could take you to the nurse's office. I'm fine, really. I dealt with fatigue every day as a bracer. I'm just trying to get my head back in order is all. Oh. Estelle, you don't mean... No, nothing like that at all. I promise, I'm perfectly all right. A, hint of jealousy? I trust we're not interrupting. You don't mean to be jealous, but you just have that innate sense, maybe? Miss Chloe, Oscar was so cool. I want to be that cool when I grow up. Thank you. You were really great too, Miss Estelle. Sir Julius. Hey now, Mary. And Joshua was so cute. Yeah, I couldn't stop looking. Thank you. It was great fun for us all. A play about love and friendship buffeted by the winds of a tumultuous era. It was so moving. The fight scene was intense, and though one could only expect it to end in tragedy, it had such a heartwarming conclusion. I thought it was splendid. Well, with praise like that, I'd have to say it was worth the effort. Oh yeah, Hans? Oh, right, almost forgot. Huh, what's up? It's nothing bad, don't worry. I'll be right back, so just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Those were Jill and Hans, no? Chloe, your friends are on the student council then? Yes, they were in charge of the production of the play. I see. I must thank them then. The children have many fond memories of Ruin. Matron. I've made up my mind. I will tell them my decision when we return to Menorah. And then tomorrow, we'll take the first steps. Ah, so soon? Hey, what you talking about? Clem, you shouldn't listen in on grown-ups talk. It's okay, Mary. But I think we should probably return to the inn. We can have dinner and continue our discussion over there. Okay. Now then, Chloe, and you too, Estelle and Joshua. I'm afraid we'll be taking our leave. Thank you for today. It was a lovely play. Oh, hold on a sec. Jill's coming back any moment. She'll probably want to say goodbye before you go. Pardon me. Oh, Dean Collins. It's a pleasure to see you again, Matron Theresa. I must apologize for not coming by earlier to thank you for taking the time to visit. You needn't thank me. The festival was magnificent. I'm grateful for the invitation. Yes, the students were magnificent, weren't they? Chloe told me of your current situation. Truly dreadful. I was trying to think of a way that we could help. Jill? Yes, sir. Please, take this. A bulky envelope sealed with the Royal Academy's crest. What's this? We took up a collection for you. It's 1 million mira. Please use it to help rebuild the orphanage. Yeah, please do. 1 million mira? That's impressive. I'm sure everybody donated. I mean everybody donated what they could. I'm sure, knowing Mayor Maybell as we do, she wrote out a pretty fat check, if they have checks, you know, but that she dipped into her pockets. I would be... She's a businesswoman. but I think she's also really kind, from what we've seen. And everybody else, it's an orphanage. If you didn't donate any mirror, you're just terrible. But how? Well, we have the Duke, as well as the Mayor of Bose. So there are some celebrities here. Yeah, there we go. Money! Thanks to them, we were able to collect far more than we would have otherwise. Yeah, make the Duke. Just spin it to the Duke. He's an idiot. We'll just take a whole bunch of money from him. And of course, Mayor Maybell, we just explain it to her. You know, the situation is explained. I'm sure she was more than happy to help. Dean. No, I couldn't. I can't accept this. I don't see why not. Festival collects donations for charity every year, and this is a worthwhile one. People donated specifically to help rebuild the orphanage. But it's too much. Please accept it, Matron. But, Chloe, I realize that you're overwhelmed. But think about it. With that much mirror, the rebuilding could start, and you wouldn't need to go to Gransel. You wouldn't have to give up your herb garden. She speaks the truth. Joseph would want you to accept this for the children. You needn't focus on the amount, just what can be done with it. You're right. I don't know how to show my appreciation. Thank you. Thank you all so very much. That's awesome. Yes, that should settle that. Hey, what's this about going to Gransel? Did something happen? It's okay. There's no need to worry. You've all been through so much. It's really not that big a deal, but why are you crying, Matron? Don't be silly, Clem. Those are happy tears. After the matron and the children left to return to Menorah, Estelle and Joshua joined the other students in cleaning up after the festival. By the time everything was done, the day had given way to evening. We had everything set up for you to be able to stay. I mean, the festival just ended and everything. Sorry, but we can't. Since we're still apprentices, we can't go too long without checking in at the guild. We'd like to give our report before the day's out if we can, so you'll have to excuse us. Is that so? Oh well, guess I'm on my own tonight. Sure is gonna be lonely in bed without you. What? Hans, would you please give the tasteless jokes a rest? Estelle, don't listen to him. Oh, a joke. You got really defensive there, Estelle. It's never boring with you guys, I'll give you that much. Hope you'll get the chance to come see us again. And stay for a couple of days. And nights. Sure, we will. Thank you. We'll stop in again soon. Well, let's get going. We'll lose the daylight if we don't hurry. You're headed to Menorah, Chloe? Yes, there's a lot I want to talk to the matron about. She said it would be alright for me to stay over at the inn with her and the kids tonight. I hate that you won't be here after the festival. Oh well, what can you do? Hope you have a good time. Oh yeah, about the matron and the kids. Isn't it kind of risky for them to be carrying around that much money? We so should have gone with them. Oh, don't worry about that. One of the other bracers escorted the whole lot of them back to the village. Her name's Karna. Oh, okay, she's fine then. No sweat. Apparently, the dean made a special request. Karna's a senior bracer, right? I think so. He never misses a beat. Well, stay healthy, you guys. Here's hoping you guys do great with your bracer studies. Yep, you can count on it. Best of luck to both of you as well. We only had a few days at the academy, but it was great fun. Well, other than the classes anyway. What are you talking about, Estelle? Normally students spend most of their time attending classes, School festival might have been fun, but it was just a special event. Yeah, you're right. Man, being a student is tougher than I thought. Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. It's just that I can't sense Sieg nearby. Wonder where he went. Maybe he's just looking for dinner? Yes, that may be it. I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. Please, allow me to come with you as far as the coastal road. Sure, it'll be fun. And with that, we're going to end this lengthier episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the play. A lot of games, I feel like, well, not these days, older games would have just, had the play and it wouldn't have been kind of a big deal. This makes me flash back to Final Fantasy VI. If you've ever played Final Fantasy VI. So that was a nice thing there. I know the play wasn't flawless. I flubbed up a few lines. I recognize that. But I really did try my best. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave the play some life with the voice acting. Let me know in the comments how I did. Hope you all enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the play. This, by far, has been my favorite part of the game so far. Has been this. This part right here with the Academy, helping it all out, have the play, seeing characters we met before there. This part was extremely well done. A real joy to play through that. Next episode, we'll head down to the coastal road and see what happens there. Probably say goodbye to Chloe. We'll report into the Bracer Guild. See what all goes on. I've been told this is where kind of the story and everything really starts to pick up, and I can see it. I'm thoroughly enjoyed the past few episodes with Chloe and this whole story. I don't know. I've really been into this one. Hopefully it just keeps getting better from here. To the next episode, I'm Senator 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.